mean to leave you hanging earlier when I bounced. I didn't go too far either. Just took this thread, hanging onto it myself, then glided onto my cosmic web here on Self Island. Self Island is a place that exists in all of us, in a very deep part of the mind or soul. Did you know this cosmic web corresponds to the cosmic web out there amongst the stars? The connections or filaments connecting galaxies or the universe is called the cosmic web. It's not a surprise these two cosmic webs are connected within a system called the system of self. Actually, in the system of self, everything in the universe is connected through invisible threads, although you see these threads as being golden here. So when the stargates out there opened in that cosmic web, along with the wormhole underneath Self Island, I took this thread of mine and shot it from one of the many control rooms at the Interroute station, across time and dimension to this cosmic web here. Now, I'm tempted to give you a sneak peek as to how you're wired and connected to the universe through these threads. But since you'll be learning how that works later on in your mission on Interroutes.com, I'll first have you become better acquainted with Robot-Sounding Lady back at the control room of the Interroutes station.
Waiting for you.
The worm is now opening the wormhole. So off you go through the stargates, to the control room, and get a glimpse into the circuitry of the system of self.
Entering control room. Welcome back to Interroute's control room. Observe power of threads. Opening switch box to speak through my human identity. Switching on voice of Interroute's author. Powering electrical threads and penetrating firewall of system of self. Breaking in pieces to later reassemble.
The funny part is my hair always looks electrocuted, really out there. And that's probably the larger experience meant on Interroutes.com, being far and really out there. Interroutes is meant to get you to the cosmos and go within.
Reintegrating pieces with human identity as one through system of self. Bad hair day. Incoming reflection. Incoming message from Cosmic Web.
Say, the indigenous say hair is the extension of brain cells, so basically, an extension of the brain.
And we're all extensions of each other. Yes, I'm the writer writing these characters' lines, but what is guiding me to write them? A greater aspect of self of which we're all extensions, of which I'm an extension, as are you, and as are these characters. We're all connected within this system called the system of self.
We are connected to superintelligence of system of self through these threads, which also exist in my switch box.
So the voice behind the robot-sounding lady is me.
Bringing down monitors.
And I'm the founder and writer of Interroutes, which is really a book, just not one that's binded by pages in a traditional way or like an ebook, but instead the format is like a web, or a series of trails and electric circuits, and even nerves in a human body, as it's all interdimensional or interconnected. Interroutes is all those things at once, based upon the fact that a self can have many aspects, just as you do.
That's confusing. They won't know what that means until they open a case or sign up.
Robot-Sounding Lady is right. Once you begin to sign up, or in other words, open a case on Interroutes.com and begin exploring further, what I'm saying will hopefully make more sense.
Forgive the imperfections and glitches on the website or book. It's been a labor of love on a journey towards self. And no pun intended, it's entirely self-funded. After I responded to an inner call, which on Interroutes.com is referred to as the signal, and given this take on interdimensionality, we can similarly view this technology of Interroutes descending from another dimension.
Interroutes.com was created by hearing signals. Signals trigger activity in brain and generate new thoughts. Signals achieve superhuman intelligence and reach your purpose.
You'll find your own signals too, and meet different characters and voices or aspects of the self through which I used to talk, as we explore what a character is, what it means to be multidimensional, while existing across different timelines.
As I do, I live in another dimension as another form of the author. You'll meet other characters too, and might go to the interroots.
That's why we can interpret the Inner Roots as being both a book I wrote and something I channeled from both within and elsewhere. A place called the Inner Roots, which is a mysterious interdimensional world which we'll uncover together.
The interroots exist in another dimension.
People always ask me what the benefits of using innerroots.com are, and in some cases it's for the same reasons you'd read any book, whether to learn or to be entertained. But it's also meant to be a treasure hunt, leading you to a treasure underneath Self Island. This treasure represents your purpose for existence, or the emotional heart. It also serves as the engine of the system of self.
Signals are what lead you to your purpose. Your purpose is what you really want in life. Your purpose is also your treasure. If you unlock your purpose, I will have a heart. Can a robot have a heart? Try to solve that riddle.
By coming across stories and riddles that will serve as a map and leading to this treasure, you'll unlock hidden parts of yourself. This will ideally deepen your connection to life, especially if you feel like you're in a world or reality in which you don't belong. At least I didn't, until this technology came to me from the imprints of the subconscious and depths of my mind. Though Inner Roots is a website, it's grounded on an ancient technology, employing the same line of thinking that the ancient Egyptians would use to map the pyramids to the stars. This might sound really out there, and it is, though I've paid attention to the inner proddings. We'll embark on a complex journey ahead as we deconstruct reality and gather various pieces to find deeper parts of ourselves. I'm doing all of this as I discover along with you what these inner proddings call the signals awaken in me. As you embark on this mission across space and time, you'll discover your signals too and find what your treasure or purpose for existence contains. On your journey on Inner Roots, you'll find videos like this to help you, which fall under different categories, like Amar under breadcrumbs. Amar, who I don't mention, is also a real person. And Lady Spider, his voice is actually not mine, despite us sounding a lot alike. Here's the picture of the voiceover artist. We kind of look alike. Also, if you don't know my name, that's because I'm purposefully not revealing it. It's a password we'll decode together as we discover the power of names and how they define a self. To give you a clue, the hunt for my name relates to this little guy.
Incoming reflection. Incoming message.
Who do you think you are to be calling me little, huh?
Well, who do you think you are? That's what we're trying to figure out. So without further ado, I'll switch the outlet and continue channeling through this character and bring down the interroots.com together with you into this dimension through the system of self.
And if you're still confused by all this information, well, there's still more to come.